Good morning, welcome to day 3 of the Vego way. Well done, you've made it this far. How are you feeling today? I woke up with a bit of a headache, which I normally do on keto because it's like a dehydration headache. So I always have a pint of water next to the bed that I can just down straight away and it makes me feel instantly better. I've just got back from a run and I haven't even showered or anything yet because I wanted to go through a couple of things with you today. First thing is these things, Ketostix. So I haven't mentioned these yet because in the first few days of ketosis, your body really does lose a lot of water weight and things. And I haven't even mentioned weighing yourself either because of the same for the same reason. If you weigh yourself and your weight's gone down a lot, you'll be like, oh yeah, I've lost loads of fat, but you actually haven't, you've just lost water. So tomorrow is going to be the weigh-in day, and that's going to be the weigh-in and measuring day. I'll go through it with you tomorrow morning. So Friday mornings is going to be weigh-in day. Now, I think today would be a good time for you to test your ketone levels. Maybe you've already done it, but hopefully you haven't. And I'd recommend that you do it 3 times a day to begin with. 1 in the morning, preferably when you just got up. 1 in the afternoon, so after lunch, like mid-afternoon. And then 1 later in the evening, because everybody produces ketones and gets rid of ketones at different levels. So if you do it those 3 times, you'll find the best time for you. For myself, I get rid of the most ketones in my wee in the evening. So it's always quite high in the evening, whereas in the morning it's normally quite low. But anyway, I'm going to go through testing it with you now, and then we shall make breakfast. So don't worry, you're not actually going to see me wee on a stick, because that would be grim, and probably would be banned from YouTube. But here I have 2 ketone pots. These ones are fresh ones, and this is an old empty packet because I use that to put the wasted ones in. I think it's good to recycle them, don't just chuck them in the usual trash. There's enough plastic in the ocean everywhere at the moment, so if you've got an old container that you can, a plastic one, put them in there, and once they're full, you can just put them in the recycling rather than just wasting them. We're going to be testing for what level of ketosis you're in. Anything from here is great, upwards. Don't worry, it doesn't need to be dark, just anything that's pink and upwards is great. Now, when you open them, just make sure that you take one out and then put the cap back on quite quickly. So hold that there, in the way of the camera. And this is what you're going to be weeing on. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so the Ketostix, so it shows that nothing's happened, there's no ketones in my wee. Now, this is interesting because I tested it before I went for a run, and I was in quite heavy ketosis. There's lots of ketones in my wee, but now it shows that there's none. We've all gone. But that's not the case. As I said in the introduction video, when you do exercise, your body can actually kick yourself out of ketosis if you go for quite a long run. And I went for quite a long run. Let's have a look. So yeah, I ran for 34 minutes. So that just proves that running too long can kick you out of ketosis. Also, if you've got no ketones in your wee, that doesn't necessarily mean you're not in ketosis, because they're being utilised by your body. I know that I'm in ketosis. I was this morning, and I think I was maybe yesterday. But don't worry if you guys aren't, because it will take a while. It's good to start testing today, and when you finally do get that pink on the strip, you'll be really happy. But don't expect to be in it now. I've been in ketosis many times before, so I'm actually fat adapted, so I can get back into it really quickly. And you will be able to once you're fat adapted. But at the beginning, when I first started, it took me the best part of 2 weeks to be in ketosis. I think I was cheating quite a lot. I wasn't doing things properly. So you guys should be in it way quicker than me. But fear not, if there's nothing on your keto stick, don't worry. If there is, then whoop whoop, you're doing things right, but you're doing things right even if there's not. So let's go and have breakfast and let's test again in the afternoon. See you in the kitchen. Breakfast time. We are going to make avocado on toast, and it's made with the miserable failure of buns that I made yesterday, but they are still usable. They are hollow inside, but they're kind of like a flatbread thing. I ate one last night to test it out, and it was really nice. So even if your buns have failed, still use them. Do not waste them. So here are our ingredients. It's a really simple, easy breakfast. So we've got two of the buns. So if you open it, it's like that. Just eat that bit, or whatever. It's really weird. But this bit is actually okay to use, and I tested it out last night. So we're going to toast these, and then we're going to put some butter on, or Flora dairy-free on it, and then put some mashed avocado. I've already mashed that up with lemon, salt, and a little bit of garlic in. I'll probably put some pepper in there too. So let's put these in the toaster. Dun, dun, dun. Now, when I cooked it last night, it did smoke a little bit because obviously there's flappy bits, so don't worry about that. It still tasted good. So let's pop that in there, cook it down a bit. And we're just going to wait. So once they come out, have a plate ready to use. And time is of the essence, so you want to keep them warm, put butter on, put the avocado on, and it's ready to eat. And it's as simple as that. Yay! Well done on making your third Vego breakfast. They look really good actually. And extra well done if your buns kind of failed like mine and you still use them, because that's fantastic. Don't waste anything. If something goes wrong, just still use it. Be resourceful. That's, I kind of think, the name of the game in this diet is to be resourceful. So I hope that you enjoy your avocado on toast. I will be updating the recipe for the buns. I'm going to try again and get them better next time. And like I said, I've never done it before. I used to make keto bread when I was vegetarian. It's so much easier with loads of eggs and butter, but I don't want to eat that crap anymore. So it's just a new way to master it. So I'll see you at lunchtime. Enjoy your breakfast. Oh my god, these are so good. Good afternoon, it's lunchtime, and today we're going to have a light lunch, which will be a pea protein hummus with some carrot and cucumbers and some other things. I'll show you that in a minute. Yes, it is possible to make a kind of substitute for hummus out of pea protein. It's an acquired taste again, but if you add the right things, you can make it really nice, and it'd be really interesting to hear what you guys do, because you might find ways to make it even nicer. Let's make lunch. We have the carrot and cucumbers here, so it's 100 grams of cucumber, 150 grams of carrot, which is like a medium carrot, and we've got 30 grams of peanuts and 12 green olives. We've got some curry powder, paprika, salt, garlic and olive oil. That's all going to go into making the hummus, and of course the vegan protein powder to make the hummus. We're going to use a scoop and a half of that. Let's get started. So this is really quick again. So we're just going to put a scoop and a half of protein powder into this bowl. I discovered this recipe by accident. Well, that wasn't by accident. I just thought, I wondered what I could do with protein powder, because when you add it to curries and things, it makes it taste quite a nice pea flavour. I thought, I reckon you could make hummus out of this. So anyway, so we have the hummus. The protein powder, and we've got some olive oil. I'm going to tip in about 3 tablespoons worth. So quite a lot, but we want it nice and high in fat. And we're going to get a spoon and a fork. So first off, let's just start mixing this in. Now, once it's mixed in, a little bit like that, we're also going to add a little bit of water. You could add something else to it, like maybe stock or like bouillon or something. That might make it quite nice. So just add a little bit of water. Okay, we can add a bit more oil in a minute. But so I'm going to add some lemon. You often find lemon in hummus. So a squeeze, just a slice of lemon. Oh, whoops. That's that dead. And then we're going to add some, excuse me, paprika, a bit of garlic, lots of salt, probably like a teaspoon of salt. Again, just add these things to taste. And this is new for me. I'm adding some curry powders. I'm making like curried hummus because I think that give it a nice kick. So let's just mix all of that in. And then you can just taste it a little bit just to see how it tastes. It's got a real kind of strong pea flavour. So I think adding a little bit more curry powder. And I'm gonna use a squeeze of this oregano oil. I don't know how to say it properly. It's really strong. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit in there. If anyone's got any ideas of things that you could think that you could add to this, just please put comments below, because like I said, this is like we're all on this journey together. Actually, I wanted to say that I'm very grateful to all of you people for watching this, because you're helping me too. Like I said earlier, I'm not a massive expert. This is all I've learned over the last year of doing different keto versions, different keto diets, but doing this together with you is helping me with my keto journey really stay on track and learn new ways to do things. So please share and share alike, and let's make some awesome recipes together. That is really nice. It's got a real curry kind of textured flavour. So that's that. That is your hummus. So we're going to whack that in the middle of the plate. So bring the plate here. It's got a real nice spice to it. It's like Moroccan hummus. Put that in the middle. There you go. That is a very light breakfast, but it's very high in protein, high in fat. So, enjoy. Well done for making your day 3 lunch. And if you don't like the look of this and you think, oh, I don't want to make hummus out of pea protein, then just substitute for one of the other options that we've used. You can see ahead on the meal plan, or you can look at a video from a few days before. Just make whatever you like. But this is yummy, and it's going to fill you up, and it's nice and high in fat and high in protein. And you get to enjoy some carrots, which people would say you can't eat on keto, but screw them. Just be moderate. Enjoy your lunch. Bye. Hello again. Okay, so it is about 3 in the afternoon, and I've just tested the ketone levels again, and ta-da! I'm in ketosis. My camera can even... There we go. So, if we have a look at this, I am, like I said, I am around these two, which is a really good level of ketosis. So, if you've tested and you're in ketosis, congratulations. If you're not, do not worry, you will be soon. Just keep at it, trust me. Good evening and welcome to dinner. This evening we're going to be having a vegetable stir-fry. It's going to be really simple stir fry with some salt and pepper and maybe a bit of soy sauce, but that's up to you. Yeah, so let's get stuck in and get started. And it's really yummy, and we're going to be having, oh, one thing, instead of rice, because a lot of you might be missing rice with stir fries, we're going to be making cauliflower rice. Let's have a look at what we're putting in it. Now, once again, I'm cooking for two, so that's why there's loads here. So this is, you're going to be eating half of this. So we've got mushrooms, we've got onions, we've got some cauliflower, that's going to be for the rice, and we've got courgette, some Savoy cabbage, some broccoli and some kale, and some frozen spinach. Now, we want to put that in not frozen really, otherwise it'll take ages to cook. So I have boiled some water over here, and we're going to put some boiling water over this first, just to let that defrost. It shouldn't take too long, but I'm going to cook that. So if we just going to keep that cooking, let that defrost, and then we'll rinse it off later. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of these in to fry. Broccoli going in first, or onion first, then broccoli. And then I'm going to show you how to do the cauliflower rice, which is really easy. Hello! Okay, so we're going to put some British rapeseed oil in here first and get that heated up. Probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons there. And we're going to stick the onion straight in there, and also the cabbage, because I did this before and I put the cabbage in way too early, but it actually gave it a really nice kind of burnt texture. So, burnt flavour, not texture. And Mark said that he really liked it like that too. So, we're going to be doing that again. I'm also going to put the broccoli in, because the broccoli takes a long time to cook if it's stir fried, like I said the other day. So get that in so it's all cooking and softening up, which is nice. Okay, so we're just going to let that cook for a bit. Might tip a bit more oil over it so that it kind of gets everything. And I'm just going to let the spinach cook a bit more, let it stir around. Cool. So while we're waiting for that to cook, and before I add anything else, I'm going to show you how to make cauliflower rice. It's really easy, but also very messy. And Mark might get a bit annoyed because I'm going to get cauliflower everywhere. He hates making this. Whenever I've asked him to make it for me, he really doesn't like it, because we're going to use a cheese grater and simply just going to get it and you're going to grate it. And don't worry about the chunky bits, just have it in it. So that is a cauliflower grated. And if you have a closer look, it just looks like kind of grated cauliflower, it's like rice. And we're going to save that to the end, and it takes about 2 or 3 minutes to cook in oil, which is awesome. It's nice, and it'll shrink down loads, so that looks like loads, but it will shrink down a lot. Okay, so this spinach is defrosting very nicely. Cool, so we've just got to wait for this to cook for about another 5 minutes or so, and then we shall begin adding the other ingredients. At this stage, we could add some salt and pepper. And probably a bit of garlic. It's been cooking for about 5 minutes, and some of the broccoli's starting to burn, which is fine. Like, it gives it that. It's a really nice taste. Honestly, don't worry about it singeing a little bit. Now I'm going to add the courgette, and probably cook that for another 5 minutes or so before adding the mushrooms. Just rip the kale if you haven't cut it. Just like that. The spinach is done. So I'm just going to leave that in there until we're ready to sieve it. Put it in there. And now I'm going to add the mushrooms. And also, as always, add more oil, because the mushrooms will absorb everything. Sometimes when you're cooking, you might hear the sizzling stopping, and that can be because the mushrooms have absorbed all of the oil, and it's just like dry cooking, and that's when it's going to burn in a bad way. Put some more garlic in, some more salt. I've drained off the spinach. I'm just going to add that spinach now. Mix that in. And we use this pan to cook the cauliflower rice in a minute. So all of these veggies are really low in carbs. If you've noticed, most low carb veggies and things are green. It's not very red, this meal, which is alright. I'm going to add some soy sauce to it. Now, dark soy sauce has got loads of carbs in, I noticed. So I'm using light soy sauce from Aldi. And it has 8.5 grams of carbs per 100 mils, and this whole thing is 150 mils. I've just used a little bit, so it's going to be like 1 carb that I just put in there. I'm going to fire up this one, and we're going to make cauliflower rice. In fact, I'm going to swap these over so you can see it. So put some oil in for the cauliflower rice, and put that on. Let that heat up for a minute. I'm just going to tip that in and cook it, basically. Yeah, hopefully you've had a good day today and you're feeling very like ketoed up. And if you're still suffering from the keto-flu, don't worry about it, it's normal. I had it for at least 7 days and I felt really rough. It was like coming off of coffee or whatever. So it will end, I promise. Just keep up with your salt intake, your potassium intake, your magnesium intake, keep taking those vitamins, drink lots of coffee if you drink coffee, that help caffeine get you through it. Most importantly, don't eat loads of carbs. Keep to this diet and eat things. Even if you feel like you're not eating a lot, you will get better. And this is coming from someone who, about over 10 years ago, I used to eat McDonald's and Pizza Hut and drink Red Bull and shit all the time, and I used to think quantity over quality. But now I can go through a day and eat exactly what I'm showing you and feel completely satisfied. And if I'm ever not satisfied, I just have something healthy. like berries or nuts or whatever, like I was saying, and it's enough. Something high in fat will just sort you out. Okay, so with the cauliflower rice, add some salt. Flavouring is everything for this. Salt and garlic. And also pepper. Pepper is really nice in cauliflower rice. And I'm cooking it just for about 5 minutes. And it goes really soft. It absorbs everything. So again, make sure you make it nice and flavoursome. This is the meal done, basically. You just got to do that and then serve up, and I shall show you the finished article. I hope you've enjoyed cooking it. I bet yours looks awesome. And here we have, ta-da, loads, the finished article. Oh, it's hot. Finished article. Dun dun dun. And we've got the cauliflower rice there. So, well done on making your dinner for the 3rd time, three days in a row. I hope it's really nice. You can find it under the Vego Way cauliflower stir-fry, cauliflower rice stir-fry on MyFitnessPal. It's just search for it and everything's there if you've used the same ingredients, and everything is for 1 portion. So like I said, I've made 2 here. But yeah, well done. And later I'll see you again after dinner for our 3rd Ketostic test. So remember, I didn't have any this morning because I've been exercising. My body was using all my ketones. Then this afternoon I did have some ketones being got rid of through my wee-wee. And let's see what it is this evening. And let's see what yours is this evening too. Cool. See you later. Bye. The time is 9:25, and I've just done another Ketostic testing. So let's just compare it to these ones. So it is like in between these 2 again. So I mentioned earlier that my time of most ketosis, or being in ketosis the most, is in the evening. So I always test. I've done it 3 times today to like show you guys the difference, but I normally test in the evening, once a day. But when at the beginning it's quite easy to get addicted to testing all the time, don't waste your Ketostix or waste your money. Just do it 3 times maximum and then 1 time minimum. But yeah, hopefully you guys are getting some results too. Well done for completing your 3rd day of keto, of Vego. The Vego way. Well done. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're feeling good. And if you are feeling a bit fluey, just remember, keep saying it, but give it to the end of the week and you'll be fine. Give it to the end of your 1st week. But yeah, and with the Ketostix, don't worry if you haven't got any results yet. It's not expected. I've been doing it longer, so don't compare yourself by mine. Again, give it to the end of the week or even into next week. But once you do start getting results, you're going to feel a big difference. And you feel really awake and just really good. Some common symptoms on ketosis, I haven't experienced this, but some people reported getting kidney pains, if you are sometimes. And this is due to not drinking enough water, I believe. So if you are getting any kidney pains or anything, Google it, kidney pain on ketosis, whilst in ketosis, and look at remedies. I think there's a remedy for drinking like some bicarbonate of soda with water, but just Google it to check it. I've never experienced it, but when my partner Mark tried keto last year, he did get that. So it's different for everyone. But yeah, so this is day 3 over and done. You should be really proud of yourselves. It's amazing that you're doing this. And tomorrow we are going to be measuring and weighing ourselves, so that's going to be exciting. And remember, I said hopefully you haven't weighed yourself up till now. It doesn't matter if you have, But tomorrow's going to be the first weigh-in, and then every Friday thereafter you'll be able to see your progress. Cool. Awesome. Well, have a good sleep and see you tomorrow morning. Bye.